Paul with Coldwell Banker Real Estate in Schaumburg, Illinois. As a full-time realtor, I'm always looking for ways to offer my clients the best possible service and experience when buying or selling a home. Today, I'd like to introduce you to Sue Jurgot with PHH Home Loans. Sue is part of my team who handles the financing for most of my clients. For this session, I'd like to have a few questions for Sue when it comes to financing a home. Hi Sue, my first question is when somebody's looking to get a loan with you and they're considering buying or leasing a car, what would you advise them to do at that point?
The first thing I would have them do is contact me to make sure that it's not going to jeopardize their pre-approval. Credit score could drop depending on their score. That could affect them getting approval. Qualifying for their debt to income ratio could affect their loan approval too. So always question if it's okay to do that.
Okay. Another question, sometimes they have multiple bank accounts, joint bank accounts, singles, and they're thinking of moving some funds around. Again, what does one do at that particular time?
The best thing to do is leave the money as it is when you apply for your loan and change that all over after the closing. We require to track each movement within those accounts, and it's just less paperwork on your client if they don't have to give us all that tracking.
Okay, very good. I recently had a transaction where a client was looking to stay in the same profession but actually change jobs while also trying to apply for a loan. What would you advise somebody in that particular instance?
Again, always talk to your lender ahead of time to make sure that it's not going to jeopardize your approval. It is okay to do that, especially if they're staying within the same profession. We want to see that they have a paycheck prior to closing though.
Okay. Another life experience, one of my clients, they were pretty much approved with the loan. It was about a week before closing. They went out and bought a bunch of furniture and didn't realize that the whole apple cart tipped over and they had to go back to pre-approval or rather underwriting again. So could you advise people on what to do and what not to do when they're looking to do major purchases?
Absolutely. Do not apply for anything while you're getting a mortgage at all. We check your credit 24 hours prior to closing. If there is any inquiries or new accounts that have been established, it now affects your ratios. A lot of buyers think 100% financing, 0% financing, I don't have to make a payment, it's not going to affect my qualifying ratio, but that's not the case. We still do. I tell my buyers all the time, do not run your credit, apply for anything, no matter how good the sale is.
Okay, what about people that like to use credit cards and think, oh, well, I've got the money, I'll just put it on the credit card now and we'll pay it when it comes in?
Primarily, I look at their credit report when I sit with them the first time and I tell them, as long as you don't go above where it's at right now, you're not going to have to worry about it. If they pay it down, bring it back up, that's okay. Just don't let it go from what it was when we initially did your pre-approval.
Okay. As far as people running credit, does it make any difference whether the credit is run while they're with you in the pre-approval and underwriting process, or it doesn't make any difference?
It can affect their credit score, absolutely. 4 times per year on a hard credit check will definitely bring somebody's credit score down, and that could, one, jeopardize an approval, but it could jeopardize the best interest rate out there if that score drops under that marker.
Okay. And another one, people often think, oh, we've got all these bills, we'd like to consolidate them. What should they do?
Wait till after closing again, because any movement on your credit report prior to and after, during will affect that score. The consolidation is maxing out a credit card. It's taking it to the full, which will bring your score down because the credit bureau is reading that your score is maxed out. Or I'm sorry, not your score. Your loan balance is maxed out.
Right. And as far as getting important documents to you, how, once the process starts, should they get those documents to you?
So we have a secure website that as soon as they complete their loan application, it is uploaded right into their own personal files for the security to stay within there, and we collect that immediately at the time of pre-approval. So we have their documentation to know that we have the right required documents that are going to be needed once we issue that pre-approval letter.
Okay, wonderful. Well, there you have it, a few tips from one of our preferred lenders, Sue Jurgot with PHH Home Loans. I'm Jackie Paul with Coldwell Banker. You can reach me at 630-776-4262 or visit my website at Jackie Paul Sells Homes. We'll catch you on our next segment with our preferred lender, Sue Jurgot. Bye for now.